Hello, welcome back to Hannah's Knit Cottage. My name is Hannah and we are here to wrap up Socksgiving. So our Socksgiving challenge was to work on gift socks through the entire month of November, ending on Thanksgiving. Today is Wednesday, November 27th. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon. So I'm officially calling Socksgiving here because I finished up my last pair of socks and I don't think I have time between now and tomorrow morning to finish any more socks. So I'm here to show week 3 progress and to wrap up all that I've knit for Socksgiving. So this week, I think I made up for last week. So I have finished several pairs of socks this week. The first pair up, and I have sock blockers now. These are my mom's Thanksgiving socks, so they are done in time for her and I to have our matching pair for Thanksgiving. So we're both gonna wear these. This is West Yorkshire Spinners in the Robin colorway, and then this is Row 1 Minis. I don't remember what they were called, but these are done. These are knit using the magic loop method, 56 stitches around, 20 round cuff, 60 round leg, heel flap and gusset, 76 rounds, and then the toe. And for the toe, you can tell I actually striped both of the minis. I didn't know if I'd have enough of the orange left, so I just striped them in. She said it was fine. I thought it would be a nice fun touch. So this is the first pair of heel flap and gusset socks she will get. So we'll see how she likes that heel. But that was pair number 1 done for week 3. And I finished that, I think, on Monday or Tuesday of last week. So then I immediately turned to the next pair that was closest to being done, and I finished those too. These are the Joker socks. These are for my husband for Christmas. He does know he's getting these. This is going to be his first heel flap and gusset sock, so I had to let him try these on to make sure they would fit. But this is Wool Market Fibers yarn in the colorway the Joker. And I did a 20 round cuff, 60 round leg, and then this is a 64 stitch sock, so it takes 64 stitches around. And it's kind of funny that he and I basically have the same size sock, except for his is 64 stitches around and mine is 56. So there's also 76 rounds here before the toe. So really easy for me to memorize. These are his socks. So that was pair number 2 finished for this week. And then we took a detour. So I'm going to talk about this next project here. This isn't a bag by White Rose Fiber Company. And you're like, wait a second, this isn't a bag. It's not done. Yeah, it's not done. So I jumped in immediately last Friday. So last Friday I jumped into these socks and I was so excited for them. Thought I was gonna fly through them. Immediately, life was not fun. So these are the Mandy's Makings DK Boucle socks. And I will say this, that I've seen people make socks with this yarn. I've seen people be successful with this yarn. But this is actually, let me see if I can compare socks here so you can see. So technically these two should be the same size. And if you can see already, I haven't blocked it or anything, and it's already significantly bigger. You can see, I mean, this sock is already bigger. So I knit it the same way I always knit my DK socks, and it came out bigger. It was snagging on itself. It was not fun to knit. I was having trouble with it, and it felt like I was just fighting with it. And I actually got all the way through the heel flap and heel turn, and then I think I messed up something in the heel turn because I was just having so much trouble working with this. So these socks did not get done. This is the only sock one. And then on top of that, because the socks were wider, I was running out of yarn already. Like I was feeling it. I'm like, this is not going to be enough to finish this sock out. So the person that these are for does need a nice fluffy sock. But if you see, we're here in my yarn stash. I do have some alpaca sock by Wool Market Fibers. So I'm thinking I'm going to redo this sock. If I can rip this out, I'm going to try to rip it out. I just don't know with it being boucle. It's, you can kind of see here, if you're not familiar with boucle yarn, it's really, we call it slubby, I guess would be the word. So it snags on itself, which is great because it makes this nice squishy, fuzzy fabric. But if you need to rip out your project, makes it very difficult. So we'll see. I foresee this one, it's going to be ripped out if I can and put away. So after that, I kind of lost some sock mojo, but I knew that I needed to keep going. And by, I think, Sunday, I'd pretty well determined that that sock was just not going to work. So I started a different pair of socks on Sunday. And then I finished those. So 3 pairs in a week. These are DK weight. This is Yarnable from this January. It's called, I left the yarn band. I think it's something to do with time, as time goes by, or how time flies. It's really pretty. It's got these nice like little maroon flecks in here. And I took, this was a fingering weight skein, and I held it double to make a DK weight sock. These are 40 stitches around, and I did a 15 round cuff, 40 rounds on the leg, heel flap and gusset, and then 50 rounds before the toe. So these socks are done, and this is the size that the Mandy's Making socks were supposed to be. So if you just see the difference here, I mean, it's way bigger. It's significantly bigger. There was no way that was gonna work for that person. So I have these done. I literally just finished these today and woven the ends and put them on the blocker here so you can see the shape. Have not even blocked them yet, but they are done and ready for Christmas. So I think overall, had I not lost so much steam on the boucle socks, I think I maybe I would have completed that pair at least, and that would have put me at 5 for Socksgiving. But as far as gifts are concerned, I feel pretty good about this Socksgiving. I think this was a good challenge. I hate I didn't get more done, and I hate I took so much time on my sweater. But I feel accomplished. I'm glad I got the Thanksgiving ones done. Let me show you the full lineup. So what we have for Socksgiving, we have 4 completed pairs for the entirety of Socksgiving. So this was pair number 1, which was Wool Market Fiber Splash of Love. And I used I used the Thursday Night pattern by Sock Witchery for these. These have a nice rib pattern that you can really see on the blocker. So that was pair number 1. Pair number 2 was my mom's Thanksgiving socks. Pair number 3 was my husband's Joker socks. And pair number 4 is the January Yarnable socks. So 4 socks all done. I'm covering my face with this, but 4 socks. Yay! So, thank you for everybody who's watched Socksgiving and who has enjoyed the footage. If you want to see this again in the future, let me know. If you like what you see, please subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you're working on. I know Michelle and I, we are planning on filming a podcast episode very soon, so be on the lookout for that in the next couple days, probably next week. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving in the U.S., so if you're in the U.S., have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave links to everything down below if you want to follow me on Instagram or Ravelry or subscribe to the channel. But thank you so much for joining me for Socksgiving, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.